Welcome to a video from thedigital-lifestyle.com. In this video we're going to have a look at the new Microsoft Lumia 550. This is a budget Lumia from Microsoft that was really recently launched and comes with Windows 10. So this is the Lumia 550, and as I mentioned, it is a budget phone, but it is a very nice little phone. This is actually my son's phone who bought that for himself. £99 SIM unlocked, or you can get it on contract, I think from free really. It's not an expensive phone, but it does come with Windows 10 and it's got some nice features. So first let me just give you a quick overview of the specs. It's got a Qualcomm Snapdragon 210 processor. Windows Phone and now Windows 10 Mobile has always been very good with low spec processors, and this is a nice fast machine, even considering the the low spec processor on it. So here is a Microsoft Edge, and then I can flick back to Windows and back to Edge, and you can see it's nice and quick. It's a lot faster than Windows 10 on maybe a 640 or something like that, and I think that's probably because it comes with Windows 10, and I'll come back to the builds that it comes with in a moment. So finish off the specs. It's a 210 process, Snapdragon 210 with 1.1 GHz. It's got a 4.7 inch screen with 1280 by 720. And it's a very clear screen actually. I mean, that's not, it's not super high res like maybe the 950 or the 950 XL is, but it has got a very nice, clear, crisp display, which I really like on it actually. So the display is actually pretty good. It comes with 8 gig of onboard storage, which isn't very much, but one of the good things about Windows 10 Mobile is you can put an SD card on. So I've got a micro SD card in here, 32 gig one, and you can store your music, apps, games, videos on there. So you really plenty of storage in it, because you can put any. I think it'll take 256 gig or whatever SD card storage you can get up to. So I actually like the expandability of Windows 10 Mobile. I think that's really good for a budget phone. You can get low price with 8 gig of storage, and then you can expand it up and get for a 10 or whatever an SD card. And there's 1 gig of memory as well, which is actually quite important on it, because I've got a 630 which uses a test phone, and that's pretty sluggish because it's only got 512 meg of RAM, and the extra memory to 1 gig does make a difference. So battery life, this has been running all day, and it's still got another 1 day and 8 hours use. So I would guess continual use, you can probably get 2 days out of it, which is really good. So it's higher than my 950 XL, and it supports all the various networks, 4G, LTE, and so on. What about cameras? So there's no dedicated camera button. The only buttons on it actually are power and volume. But because with Windows 10 you can swipe down and you can arrange these to be whatever you want. So you can have the camera on there. It's a 5 megapixel camera, which actually is quite good quality. I think you get some nice pictures on there. Take a couple more. And it's quick as well. You notice there's not a huge delay or anything like that, and that is one of the nice things I think on the 635. It's a bit slow taking pictures. So very nice quality camera. I mean, 5 megapixel is not to set the world on fire, but for that price it is quite nice, and photo quality is very good really for a budget phone. 5 megapixel. There's a 2 megapixel front facing camera as well, which you can use for selfies or Skype or something like that. You can take 720p videos on here as well, 30 frames per second. Colour reproduction is very good actually on that. Even with the lighting, it's perhaps slightly washed, but not bad on that. So it comes with Windows 10 Mobile, which means you get the modern apps like Groove Music, the photos, the movies and TV app, or film and TV app depending on your region setting, the integrated messaging apps, so Skype and messaging are integrated together, and you get the new Outlook Mail apps, which are really nice actually. They've come a long way with these apps since they were first released. So you can linked inboxes and separate calendars if you want to, and all that kind of thing. And I think I actually quite like the Mail app now. It's nice and easy to work with. You can set flags, you can archive, and you've got everything you expect from a modern email app. And it works with Gmail, Yahoo, Exchange, your own mails, Office 365 or whatever. So look, plenty of options. That I noticed as well, it came with Office apps, the Office mobile apps, Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and OneNote. I use OneNote a lot for taking notes and have it synchronized between all the devices. So Word is actually quite good on here. It works quite well. It doesn't support Continuum or anything like that. That processor doesn't support it. You can use Miracast and get it up on the TV, but what you take on here is what you see on the TV, as opposed to the 950 XL. You can have it as a second display. So for things like Netflix, it's nice and perfectly capable of playing Netflix videos at good quality. I've watched a few videos on this, and they're reasonable. There's no problem with the quality and everything else. The volume is actually also quite reasonable as well. And if I load the Groove Music app, so actually plenty of volume. The speaker is just here, so it's no stereo separation, but plenty of volume. Of course, the headphone port is up there, so you can plug headphones into it as well. There you can see on the back, you can see the camera with the LED flash as well. Some of the other earlier Lumia budget phones didn't have a flash, so that's quite good to have that on there as well. One other thing I didn't mention is it now supports Lumia Glance. That's where this screen comes on whenever you pick up the phone, move the phone. It shows you the time and the date and the number of unread emails, but it'll also show number of missed calls, number of texts, and you can have the number of tweets and that kind of thing, notifications. So it's really a nice way of just, when you pick up the phone, you can see whether you've got any outstanding notifications. And it was something that was on the higher end Lumias, but wasn't on the low end ones, but it is on this. It doesn't support double tap to wake. In fact, the 950 and the 950 XL don't even support that anymore. Anyway, that's a nice little feature. Plenty of apps in the Windows Store now. Not all the ones that are available on Android or iOS are there by any means, but more and more are starting to come through universal apps, which mean you can get an app on here and it'll work on a Windows 10 PC or tablet as well. But I'm not going to go too much into Windows 10 Mobile. I've actually got videos of Windows 10 Mobile on our YouTube channel if you want to check it out for yourself. But get Twitter, Facebook, Skype Messenger, Facebook Messenger, WhatsApp, Instagram. A lot of the apps that people want to use are there, and there's lots of games on there as well. And Microsoft have a good music app now, Groove Music, which I was using to demonstrate the speaker before. That's a nice music service that way you can upload your own music to the cloud and listen to it on this device, streaming or downloaded, or you can buy music from Microsoft, or you can get a Groove Music Pass and stream music, or even download to your phone from sort of monthly fee. So that's always an option, and I think that's really good with this phone as well. What else I'll mention is a removable back. The back comes off like this, and inside there we've got a little double slot for a Nano-SIM and a micro SD card there. So a nice little phone. Even if you're looking just for, as a developer, just to test things out, then this is definitely a nice phone. So that's the Lumia 550 from Microsoft. More details with a review that goes on thedigital lifestyle.com.